Hi everyone, I'm Professor Hall. Welcome to Creative Writing. So, Blackboard is officially open today, and even though we don't start for a little over a week, you can go into the course now and click around and find things and see what's going to be due and what we're going to be working on. I'm really excited to be doing this class. I've taught it before, but I've never taught it before fully online, and so I have readings for you guys that I'm so excited about. I can't wait to discuss. I can't wait to see what you come up with in terms of the writing prompts for this semester, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun and hopefully learn some things while we're having fun. So that's the dream. So what I'm going to do today is pull up our Blackboard shell. If you haven't been here before, Blackboard is our LMS, our learning management system. So for online courses, all of your course materials are in that Blackboard course shell. And for in-person classes, most of your materials are going to be in those Blackboard course shells. So I'm going to pull it up and we will walk through bit by bit and show you where everything is. Okay, so this is what Blackboard looks like. Announcements will be over here, and then your courses will be over here. I have a long list of courses, but you might only have one or two, but they'll be listed here fall 2021. So let's get into creative writing. I'm going to enter my student mode so that you can see what it looks like. This is our homepage. So on the homepage, there is a bright banner and some colorful graphics welcoming you to the class. Announcements are always here, so if you are looking to see what's coming up, what we're doing, etc., you can find that there. Tasks, to do, alerts, and then I've also linked for you guys the Learning Center links. So if you need help with this class or another class, you can get the information for the Writing Center, the online tutoring, math lab, accounting lab, all of that is there. We also have academic computing lab hours. So if you are able to come on campus, if you're having problems with your computer and your Wi-Fi, or you just want to get out of the house and use a computer someplace else, you can come to Elston, room 530. The summer hours are listed there now, but the fall hours will be there soon. The online student orientation, if you want to do that, it shows you various features of Blackboard that could be helpful. So I've linked that there for you as well. So that's the home page. The syllabus and calendar are next. But before I do that, I just want to say sometimes this is looks like that, and you need to expand the course menu with the little gray arrow. On one of my computers, this keeps being hidden, and on the other one, it always shows. So I don't know. Make sure that you can see it. And I will also say that if you have the Blackboard app, that can show you announcements partially. It doesn't show you any graphics or any videos. It will show you, sometimes your grades will pop up on there, but it doesn't give you all of the content, and you really cannot access this on a browser on your phone either. You really have to be on a computer to be able to see everything and fully participate in the course. So that's just something to note. So let's go over to the syllabus and calendar link. Now, if you haven't taken a college class before, or it's been a really long time, a syllabus is basically the course description and the rules for the class. So my contact information is there, our course description is right there, what we're hoping you'll learn through the course. There's a thing here about our course materials. Now this class, if you saw my previous announcement, is an OER course. OER stands for Open Educational Resources. That means they're free and they're posted here on Blackboard. Some of the things that we're looking at are excerpts and samples from books that I've edited before and after. So hopefully that's instructive. We also have what I'm calling mentor texts, and those are some short stories from master authors we'll be talking about each week. And then you have lectures, which will be from me also. Sometimes there's other websites or articles that I'll have you read, but that's pretty much for the most part what we're going to be doing. How you're graded is here, the types of assignments, homework and discussion policies, plagiarism policy, what attendance policies are like for online courses, and then down here are some resources. So disability statement and ADA accommodations. If you need accommodations, the number is there, the room number is there, and the phone number. Campus support services are listed here also. So again, if you need that writing lab, if you're not sure whether to meet with advising or the Success Center, I have a little bit of a list here of what the differences are and their phone numbers and stuff just to help you out. I also have some tips for taking an online class that I think can be helpful, and it's not that long of a read. So that's the syllabus. The calendar has the listing for what we're going to watch, read, and do each week. I have for you every week optional viewing, and also 2 short stories starting week 2. You can pick one of the 2. You can read both if you have the time, but I really wanted to focus on giving you instruction. We're going to be looking at the elements of fiction and talking about how to write short fiction, and sometimes if you're working on a longer piece, those elements and how they fit into a longer piece of fiction that you're working on. And then we'll also be talking about revising our work and improving it and editing it and all of those kind of things. So because you have written assignments and prompts, you are going to be focusing on that. And you're also going to be, the first week we talk about reading as a writer and what that looks like and how you can look for things that you can be inspired by or not inspired by, as the case sometimes is. So this basically just shows you every week what to read, what to watch, what to do, and optional viewing. So I have things from other authors and other professors each week if you want a little bit more instruction, or if you maybe didn't connect so much with the instruction that I gave. So that's our syllabus and calendar tab. The monthly calendar view is a better overview. Going to open it up. There we go. Everything for this class is going to be due Fridays at 11:59. You can see that most weeks you have a discussion forum. That's going to be about those short stories, whichever one you decided to read. And then you also have an assignment where you'll do things based on prompts, or if you have your own idea, as long as you're showing the technique we're working on for that week, that's fine. And I know too, a lot of you probably have some longer works in progress, so I have some prompts for you on that as well. If you're working on a novel, things that you can incorporate, things that you can revise, things that you can add, all of that. Prompts for everyone. Writing prompts for everyone. So that's the monthly calendar view. If you want to see kind of a larger overview of the whole class, there's a couple times where discussion forums I want you to post by Wednesdays, so you can see that little bit of a difference there. But for the most part, everything's on Fridays. So if you have a planner, you can use this to help plan out your time. The whole course is open, but it's going to have things week to week. So lessons and assignments is where you find everything else. Basically, if you want just the course readings, I've put them all in this folder just for ease of use, so people can go download, print if they want. But basically, I'm going to click on week 3. The calendar information is here again, this time with a nice, fun, colorful picture. Week 3, we're working on characterization. The dates for the unit are there. When the assignments are due is listed. You have lectures to watch, optional viewing, and then mentor texts. You can read one or the other short story, and then the instructional reading, which is required. And that's things that I've edited, the before and the after. I am an author as well as a publisher and an editor, and so I've grabbed some things from various authors I've worked with for you. So then down here as you scan, you can find the readings, all 3 of them, the lectures, that's me with my very long COVID hair before I cut it, and then the optional viewing, and then your assignments. And that's basically how almost every week is set up. There's a couple weeks where we have, I'll scan down, week 7 we have peer review, and so it's a little bit different, mini lectures, peer review worksheet to kind of help guide you in what to say, and then a discussion forum. So the basic two kinds of assignments are discussion forums and written assignments. For the discussion forums, you can click here for the direct link if you want. I think it's better to go through the lessons and assignments folder, but if you want to see what's coming up, you can. It also shows you how many posts you've done. For discussion forum posts, you're going to click the link for the forum, and you are going to create a thread. So this is a post first discussion forum. That means that you have to post before you can see everybody else's posts. When you do that, the directions are there again. You can type in your name or whatever you want for your subject heading, and then you type here in the box. Or if you want to look at the directions ahead of time and then copy paste from a Word document or a Google Doc, you can do that too. For all discussion forums, you're posting once and then commenting twice. So you need to have 3 posts total for it to count full points, for you to get full points. And what you really want to do is in those comments to your peers, be specific and help facilitate the conversation. So just having something small like, yeah, I agree, period, that's not really going to be enough, right? This is meant to be a discussion. It's also not meant to be like Reddit or like YouTube comments. So we stay polite and professional. With those assignments in the Lessons and Assignments tab, I'm going to click on one right now, the one for plot. Okay, so the way that you do this, you can also get to the discussion forum here by clicking on discussion forum too, take you to the same page. For the assignments, it looks a little bit different. You're going to click on there, and all of the writing prompts are here, so you can pick one or any scene or story you like, as long as it has the element that we're looking at this week. And then I have some notes there about formatting. So you can write your submission. I don't recommend doing that because sometimes Blackboard times out and then you lose everything. You can copy and paste in here, but sometimes that messes up formatting. So my recommendation is to browse local files, find the thing that you want to submit, click it, click open, and then hit submit. That's it. That's all you have to do. Just know that this only takes documents, Word docs, and you can also submit things as PDF if you want. I think it's easier to submit Word documents, but it will not take a Google Doc. So if you submit a Google Doc, you're going to get an email from me telling you to submit again. The other nice thing about these assignments, I'm going to press cancel out of there, is that you can submit multiple times. So if you send the wrong document, you can resubmit the correct one. The last thing that I want to say is that this is the comments box, and this is really only meant for questions. So I have sometimes people accidentally copy and paste everything into that comments box, but that's not where it goes. It goes up here in the local files or possibly in the text write submission. But if you have a question like, hey, I'm not sure about this character, or I think that I have a good inciting incident for my story, but I'm not sure if it works, you can ask me a question or leave a little comment in that box before you submit. And that's basically it. Every folder is set up pretty much the same way, and I have weekly announcements reminding you what's coming up and what we're doing, and giving you a little hint about the lecture. So, grades, exactly what it sounds like. Your grades are always going to be here as soon as I grade them. So when I grade something, it will appear here. If I leave comments, which I don't always, but if I do, it'll be a little bubble next to the number. So let's say here you got 20 out of 20 points. The little bubble here, you can click on it and open it up and you can read my comments. More likely to put comments on your assignments than I am in a discussion forum, where I do read what you have to say, but I might not have time to give everybody a comment. So just be aware of that. But for this class, you will always know your grade. So you can see what's been graded, what's upcoming, what's been submitted, and maybe not graded yet. All of that you can always see in your grades. Starfish, I can't click into right now because if I did, you'd be able to see confidential student information. But from your end, Starfish is a tool you can use to help you be successful in college. So if you need tutoring, if you need help from an advisor, if you want to meet with a professor, you can raise your hand in Starfish or ask for help. Email. You can always email me directly. I am going to be on campus this term, and I will have office hours. So I think I listed those for you in your first announcement. But if you want to come in person and say hello, you sure are welcome. And that's basically it. So homepage, announcements, and those links for computer lab and for the writing and tutoring help, syllabus and calendar, rules and descriptions for the class, and then what's due when, what to watch, what to read, and what to do for each week. Monthly calendar helps you get a good plan going for your entire semester so that you can look ahead and see what's going to be due. Everything else, lessons and assignments, click on those weekly folders to see the lectures, the readings, and to do those assignments. If you want to go to the discussion forums directly, you can by clicking the link to discussion forums. Check your grades with grades, email with email, and there's also a link there for Blackboard help if you need it. So that's pretty much it. That's our walkthrough. I hope that this was helpful. I hope it helped you to find things. If you watch this and you're still kind of confused about where things are, just let me know. You can email me, and I answer emails pretty quickly. So that's it. Welcome again to Creative Writing. I can't wait to start next week. Thanks, everybody.